Because this lecture follows attention to detail and patience, it really had to be the skill of humor, because the last 4 weeks or so of pregnancy can really be as unsettling as the first 12 weeks. Thankfully, it doesn't last 12 weeks. In terms of due dates are very non-scientific, even though the medical profession swears to God they are, or they do ultrasounds trying to confirm them. The fact is they're not. Prior to the medical profession, we didn't know we were pregnant until our belly got big enough, and that doesn't happen for 12 weeks usually. We don't feel the baby move, as until somewhere around 18 to 22 weeks. So we can go a long time without the medical profession knowing when we're due. And when I gave birth in 1970, there wasn't so much stress about the due date at all. Now there is. You get locked into a due date. Still, even with that being locked into a due date, 80% of pregnant women labor 2 weeks each side of the due date. Now, the trend is that if you go past the defined 42 weeks, then they will insist that you become induced. What we do know is now is the time that you need to lighten up. And even though Dad said that humor is the skill that they needed to develop, the application of that skill, as we mentioned in the other Pregnancy Academy courses, was to just lighten up, because we as pregnant women can get sucked into a very deep, self-absorbed hole that we have difficulty getting out of. You will find yourself feeling those biological mandates that all women have. You'll have moments of anxiety. You'll have moments of confidence. You'll have moments of feeling needy and feeling scared about having a baby or another baby. And then you'll have moments when you delight about it. You'll have moments when you have a pain in your body and that bothers you or causes you to be concerned, or you wonder if you're going into labor now. And you'll have moments when you feel fine. You'll have moments when your breasts are uncomfortable and your nipples sting. And then there'll be moments when you feel good and you still feel gorgeous, and you're beginning to say goodbye to being pregnant and talk about what you liked and what you didn't like about it. And all of those changes, those rapid changes that are occurring now, really require you to also choose to just lighten up. It's like, hey, yeah, well, this is what's happening, and just get on with it. And part of the reason you need to continue to exercise the skill so profoundly in your life is for all of us who have children, and if you have children, is how children can just suck you into a black hole. And there are times, in order to get out, you just need to lighten up. It's like the old adage, don't sweat the small stuff. Everything's the small stuff. So you have to be able to use core capability in yourself to recognize if you're going down a dark rabbit hole and choose not to go down that far. And so you really want to just keep lightening up and keep exercising humor. And sometimes it can be pretty dark humor, but that's okay. It can still be very funny, even if it feels quite dark.